I tell y'all the devil was busy?
Bitch, the storm, honey.
Bitch, it's storming outside.
I told the storm.
What you told the storm, bitch?
Oh, yes, I did.
What you said?
Pass. Storm, you can't last.
Okay.
Go. Away. I command you to move today.
Get out of here, Storm.
Let me tell you, I've been going to Miss Jan. See, I started going to what's her name? Kim Burrell. But see, she was charging me too much, and my voice wasn't doing what it needed to do. But every time I would go to rehearsal, she had on new boots, so I felt like I was paying for her beats. So I said, you know what?
You talking about them known shoes?
Right, but see, I had paid her 6 months in advance. I told her I'm gonna let her keep 3 months, and I went to Miss Jan.
Okay.
And she got me together.
Okay.
I told the storm. I heard it right there. Hey. Let me show you what she showed me. Storm you can't last. See, storm you can't last.
So I need to go low.
You can't last. You can't last. See, you trying to show out on me.
Well, it is my show.
Oh, well, girl, fuck you. Go ahead. That's why the internet went out.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I hold her in contempt for cheap internet. Moving
Bitch,
right along. I thought you got that straight per the last video.
I did get the shit straight.
You said you got a dedicated internet.
I do, but bitch, it's storming outside. Bitch, it's lightning and storming outside.
You can't last.
Baby, if I need you to escort this hoe up out of this motherfucker right now.
Bitch, we gonna have a good show.
Yes, we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you will see this merge together, bitch, on YouTube, okay? I'm gonna merge both of the beginning with Dineva bust her ass on there, and I'm not.
Wow. Keeps on going out. It started back again, keep on going.
Well, it's lightning outside. It's lightning.
Storm you can't last.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Go.
Y'all gonna have to bear with us, cause
dedicated server.
Bitch, it's storming down outside. It is lightning, raining cats, dogs, bitches, and everybody outside. It's storming like a motherfucker.
But we gonna push through.
We gonna push through. What happened?
Redo your Facebook.
Who?
Undo your Facebook.
What you mean undo it?
Because I think it started a whole nother feed.
That's all right for the girls still listening and looking and watching while we had these technical difficulties. I'm gonna just sit here and look beat.
But listen, it ain't technical difficulties, bro. It's storming outside.
Well, honey, just shut up and let them look at me, honey. That's worth at least, that'll buy us 3 minutes.
Well, it said we was live. It's not live.
If that's your boyfriend, if that's your boyfriend, if that's your boyfriend.
We're not live, though. We're not live.
Well, I can stop
it's streaming on my end. You sure?
We're not live.
Okay, I'm gonna cut it off then. Yeah.
Okay, what is going on, Vincent?
This is internet, total internet. It has nothing to do with the system, software, or nothing.
What is it saying? What is it saying? Output quality reduced. What is it? What is streaming? What is going on? What is going on?
I'm trying to tell you, this is beyond me this time, man. This is
Let's do this. If you're on the internet, come off the internet. I don't know who
but it's nobody. It's not work because we from the server from the back. So this
going
means
straight to the core.
That it is. It's hardwired.
We're hardwired connected. It's not that.
It's probably the storm.
If it's the storm, I really can't do anything.
Okay, let's see.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
You heard it, girl.
Bitch,
girl, that's a rumble in the Bronx.
Bitch, do you hear that shit?
So listen up, everybody.
Hold on, relax. You got to do it because it's not connecting.
Look, that give me time to get this book out of my nose, girl. This shit feel like a pepperoni in here.
Are you being blocked?
No, it's open now.
You sure? Okay. All right. Just not. Okay.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is storming. It is, hold on some serious shit. It is lightning. And if everybody in the audience, I'm hoping that y'all get home safely. I'm not responsible, bitch. So y'all drink responsibly tonight because, bitch, it is really storming boots outside. Like lightning and everything, bitch. So
that was that damn rain dance your ass did. See, God don't like ugly.
Like bitch, honey, well, goddamn it, he may not like ugly, but he sure love pretty.
Then I fucked around and fell.
Well, listen.
Bitch, I can't wait to finish this shit because I'm finna sue you down.
Oh, bitch, honey, I ain't got another $20 to give you.
That's what they said.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you are here in Atlanta, then you know that it is storming down. You know it's been storming and lightning and all this stuff or whatever. We're gonna do the show how we gonna do the show. Bitch, if it carry on again, we just gonna record the motherfucker.
Right.
And then we just gonna upload it, because, bitch, it is storming outside. So that's just what we're gonna do. Now, if the bitch go off again, we gonna record the show, and bitch, we gonna motherfucking upload it. Cause bitch, it is storming outside. And I done said this enough, so any of y'all fuck assholes in the comments with that bullshit, suck my dick and Dineva's dick.
Bitch, I ain't got no dick. I'm a rich bitch. Spill this bitch on me. How dare you? I'm appalled. Now, can I say my part?
You also are a punk too, so bitch. You're not a punk, you a punk, okay? So I just needed to say that. If it goes out again, we're just gonna record it, and then we're gonna upload it, because it is storming outside. All right?
Let's do it.
Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, for the audience that came tonight, there will be a live show in August the 6th in Atlanta. The show will be myself and Tiffany New York Pollard, bitch, at Club Truth. We will be doing a live. So if you're interested in coming out to watch the show live, we will not be streaming live on August the 6th, because we're gonna record it and we're gonna upload it to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all of the places. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. We will be posting that stuff, and Dineva will be posting, because I may bring Dineva back down to be my third judge. I don't know.
I love to.
I don't know. But Tiffany New York Pollard, myself, will be at Club Truth.
Yes.
The tickets are gonna be available on Eventbrite or whatever.
I'm dropping the link now.
Huh? It's already up?
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right. Now, we kind of got thrown off a little bit because the shit went down the storm. God, let us do our show, God.
I told the storm.
You keep telling
Maybe I need to stop telling you.
Yeah, don't tell the storm nothing else.
Okay.
You don't tell. All right, so let's move right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the show would not be possible to do if we didn't have sponsors. Tonight's show is sponsored by Lit by Choice. That's the drink that I'm having tonight, Lit by Choice. Please make sure if you order your Lit by Choice, you use hashtag MaddieMob. And also, the one seafood, bitch. You know,
one, girl. You the one,
you
girl.
the one seafood. So come on up here, girl, and give us the information on your seafood, you know.
She fucked that seafood up, baby, and I don't even eat crab legs, okay? But I suck the fuck out that drawn butter. That shit was good.
Okay.
Oh, girl, she don't see.
Lord.
Hazardous working conditions.
Look at that.
That's good.
The one seafood, ladies and gentlemen. The one seafood. So,
oh, honey, well, shit, I didn't know you were getting up here.
all right, tell us what you do, and then you know we're gonna move on, honey.
The One Seafood, Instagram and Facebook. Phone number 678-753-5486. Website is theoneseafood.com. Delivery and catering only.
You cater and deliver only.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I will be handling this on the after show. We'll be eating this on the after show, so you can take this back, but make sure none of the motherfucking black niggas out there in the back get any of my money. Because Dineva already ate his place.
I did. I'm getting this crab meat out of there right now, honey.
Is that crab meat or is that any something else?
I have that crab meat, honey.
Well, thank you, baby. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go head on and then get our show started. Make sure she get through here safe, Craig, because I'm already in
having two broke ankle bitches.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open the show out with things that snatched our wigs this week.
Did you also flatten her tires and bust out her window?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Is this a window?
You remember that? That was the first wig snatch
That
on
was the
TV.
first
I
wig
used to listen. I knew I was a sissy then. I was in the 6th grade. I used to run home to watch Ricky Lake.
That was Ricky Lake.
That was Ricky Lake's show.
That was Ricky Lake.
That was Ricky Lake. That was
Ricky
like the
Lake.
most epic wig snatch on TV.
Okay, bitch.
Nevertheless.
I'm not that old, so I wouldn't know about those things. Okay. Now, bitch, the first thing that snatched our wig this week, child, Charlamagne the God. Child, Craig, can you run us this story?
Yes. You want me to just run the video or you want me to say it?
Run the video, ladies and gentlemen. Run the video.
Video, here we go.
Charlamagne lawyers up amid resurfacing allegations.
The Breakfast Club star Charlamagne the God's 2001 rape case is resurfacing according to TheBlast.com. Accuser Jessica Reed's mother, Jocelyn, tells The Blast in the past she was trying to protect her daughter from suffering, and she was the cause of the then 15-year-old's lack of cooperation during the prosecution. Jocelyn also tells The Blast they have started the journey to reopening the case. Since then, a petition demanding the host to be fired from iHeartMedia has already received 6,000 signatures. According to TMZ, Charlamagne lawyered up with Marty Singer and Michael Weinstein, who stated to TMZ, more than 17 years ago, Charlamagne was accused of a sexual assault. He never had sexual relations or any physical contact with the accuser and even provided DNA to prove it. Let us know your thoughts on this story by using the hashtag BETBreaks on Twitter. For more latest stories, head over to our website. I am Crystal Vega. You can follow me at KW Crystal Vega, and this.
I don't like none of this. Anybody who follow me know I don't even fuck with that light-skinned woman, Charlamagne the God, okay? Is it me or do shit? Anybody,
Wait a minute,
hold on, because I got to say my part and I'm going to give my ruling. Anybody from Miami or South Florida know that them Haitian women and them Jamaican women at the wash house put all that bleaching cream on their skin? Yes, and that's what Charlamagne look like. He look like a glowworm Haitian woman down to the wash house on 79th Street, first and foremost. Second of all, okay, I'm sorry, you cannot go file charges on some beat up puss and then 15 years later talking about your mama didn't make you cooperate and you want to reopen the case to get people fired. I'm not for it. It's following suit with that Bill Cosby bullshit. They ain't trying to press charges at this point. They ain't trying to put people in jail. They trying to fuck up people's careers.
So wait a minute, Dineva. I'm conflicted right here. Whose side you on? Are you on Charlamagne?
Well, listen,
side?
I don't like that girl, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And I'm sorry, the expiration on that puss done passed. You went to court 20 years ago.
Right.
You did for whatever reason, your parent and guardian didn't allow you to cooperate, didn't want you to cooperate. Your case is closed. And your price is way too high. You need to cut it.
Right. But basically,
right now, you need to. Like, you late. You late. And okay, it's 365 days in a year. Why you pick day number 321 to come out with this bullshit? Why not day 1, day 2, day 7, day 10? I'm not here for it. I think she just trying to be popular by any means necessary and jump on this Me Too bandwagon. Okay. And I think
no, you was not finna say bandwagon. You was finna say bullshit.
Well, I mean, I got to be politically correct because I don't want neither one of our channels to get snatched. But nevertheless, bitch, work ain't honest, but it pays my bill.
That's right.
So I'm not here for this. I moved to dismiss the case.
You moved to dismiss the case? I moved to
dismiss the case.
I'm with you on that. So are we all, is the jury down for dismissal against Charlamagne, the ever-living goddess?
It's me.
Case dismissed.
What you mean no? Who said no?
Keep going.
Right.
Case dismissed.
No, we need to bring up those bleaching creams on charges.
Okay, well, listen. First of all,
we know that. We know that's Ambi sold.
Baby, he done went to old nasty Haitian voodoo priestess, bitch. that bleaching cream got a spell on it, honey.
Baby, but
here's the thing that killed me with Charlamagne. He try to come off like he's just so thug, so hard, so man, so macho, and you so womanly with what you doing with your face. Quarter key, am I womanly? Coming back from St. Troy, First Lady to Pastor Troy. Even I'm a bleached up boy.
Is that a ride from where?
That's Pastor Troy. Help me, Rhonda. Because I'm the realest bitch. I'm a...
Real in reality.
Fuck that dog shit. It ain't nothing to a casualty. FBI be after me. Quarter key, am I womanly? Don't worry. Am I womanly?
I'm not that hood. I don't know what you talking about.
Am I womanly?
I'm not from the projects in Miami.
Nevertheless, that's where he got that bleaching cream from. Now, you know what? Hold on. My co-worker at the DA said they gonna bring him up on some more charges.
What's the charges, bitch?
Impersonating a light-skinned woman. Okay. This is an emergency case.
Bitch, so what we gonna do? We need to do something.
Guilty of fraud, bitch.
Or skin fraud.
Skin fraud.
Don't make me put my hair in a rubber band.
Now see, I don't know that.
City girl.
Oh, bitch. How you gonna be from 305 and ain't fucking with the city girls like that, bitch?
Period. I'm 34 years old.
Moving right along to the next case. All right, so
oh, this was right on time.
It's right on. Oh shit.
This was right on time. So speaking of skin bleaching, we gonna girl, they bring it. Little Kim is up on charges of bankruptcy fraud. They say this woman is trying to save her house. But listen, I I need to know, is her lawyer in the building? Because I think that her priorities in the wrong place. Instead of trying to save her house, she needs to be trying to save her career. But that's not what's on the docket, so we're going to talk about the house. What's going on?
Well, I mean, she's going from sources has told us that she's trying to go from chapter 11 to chapter 13 in her bankruptcy or whatever to save her house.
So 13 is wipe all the debt, right? And 11, ghetto people out there. Which one? Wait.
Listen, she asked the court to convert her case from a chapter 13 to a chapter 11 so that she could reorganize her debts, and told the judge that she will fork over adequate protection payments to the mortgage company to save her home throughout the bankruptcy process.
See, now this is the shit that get me with these folks in these bankruptcies, right? When your money ain't coming in like it used to, sometimes you just gotta move.
It ain't about moving. Sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you don't need those Balenciaga boots.
Now wait. Now they don't got me all on the internet for moving, bitch. You know, a bitch like me don't mind moving. Bitch, when my money get funny, bitch, I do what? I move, okay? Sometimes you just need 2 or 3 months off from the rent payments so you can get back ahead on the mortgage payments.
Well, I heard the children offered you a space in the side of a vehicle.
Child, they said I stay here. Girl, I got on my thing. One of them said I stay here, honey.
Well, listen, it's okay if you did. It's enough room here.
Nevertheless, we're not talking about me. We're talking about Lil' Kim. Here's the thing. I think that we should probably put her in a pre-trial diversion program, and we could potentially help her save her home if she would be willing to do a joint album with Lauryn Hill.
What?
Both of them need work. The first half could be Lauryn Hill. The second half could be Lil' Kim. They both look crazy as hell. They both look unhappy. They both trying to save their home. So help us help them.
Wait, when Lauryn Hill get put out of the house?
She did where she back to. Girl, you didn't see the docket for next week?
No, girl.
The 30-day notice just ain't passed yet, but girl, she coming up. Now, you know Sony had to bail that woman out, and she out here giving y'all these crazy concerts trying to make ends meet.
Well, listen, but here's who?
Lauryn. Well, Lil' Kim need to be. Lil' Kim just got so many things going on.
I love Lil' Kim.
I understand that, but what's love got to do with it? This is what I need. Baby, I'm Judge Judy, and I'm real tough. I'm going to need Lil' Kim to pick a struggle. Is it going to be your skin color, your esteem, your weight, your finances, your career, or your home? I'm going to need you to pick one.
But she picked D, all of the above.
No, baby, that's not. Listen, and she going to mess around and lose all of the above. She already lost herself. She already lost her career. And you right here talking about you love her, but you the one who played that song.
Yeah, the song.
What it's called? Child, she got the nerve. She thinks she's Sean Paul. Last year, she's so damn white, she thinks she's Sean Paul because she did a reggae song.
One time for the nastiest one.
Nastiest one. Nasty. One
time for the nastiest one.
Do we got that queued up?
Yeah, do we got it queued up?
Can we hear that?
We go. Listen, you know, one thing about the Queen Supreme Court, we have everything here. We gonna play that from our record player. We gonna play our new Lil' Kim from the record player. Now, it's supposed to be plugged up down there, child, but y'all ain't got it plugged up down there, honey. Hold on.
Listen to this bullshit.
No. What we're going to do, we're going to listen to it in-house so that, therefore, we're going to turn it off for the folks out there can hear it, and then we're going to listen to it in-house.
Ready?
You ready? Is it?
You're lying.
All right, so listen. With that
So
being
how you
said,
feel
there's
about-
been some new evidence presented. With that being said, I don't think with that type of music she's going to be able to make any type of payments. So I move that we speed up the process and just go ahead and rule in the favor of the bank. Oh, baby. She's done. She's done. Capital One, Citibank, whoever holds the lien, y'all go ahead and send the sheriff there tomorrow because it's a wrap. Next case. Nastiest one. Nastiest one. Bitch, they finna send a whole nasty moving crew around. Shit. Girl, bad. She say she wanna fight me. Girl, bad.
Who said they wanted to fight you?
That was a line from a little viral video, girl.
Oh, I thought you said, bitch, you.
Keep up, Margaret.
Oh. Speaking of keeping up, ladies and gentlemen, next up on the court ledger, we have Sissy Houston.
Now, you know I'm finna wear her out.
Dineva, this lady, she's 137
That
years.
has nothing to do with me.
She's 137 years old.
Go ahead and get the charges.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sissy Houston is being charged with being oblivious to
the fact that Dionne Warwick was fingering her damn daughter.
It was Dee Warwick. Dee Warwick.
That's Dionne?
Allegedly.
That's alleged.
Allegedly.
Okay, but it's
allegedly Dee.
It's Dee Dionne.
No, that's Dionne's sister.
Dionne's sister allegedly was playing in Whitney Houston Kitty Box,
and she was
also playing with molesting Gary as well.
Jesus. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Do we have any foot? It's just a beautiful mother and daughter relationship.
Well, you go ahead and get the beauty out the way because I got something.
Sometimes it feels like me and you against the world. And for all the times I cry, I always know that God is on our side. So when one of us is gone and one of us is left alone to carry on, I know remembering we'll have to do. Our memories alone can get us through. Just think of all the days of me and you.
All the days of me and you.
Don't she look like an old lesbian?
Which one?
She look like an old Michelob, Benson and head smoking lesbian, okay? I don't give a good goddamn with nobody. First of all, before we get to the charges, let me just get this bitch together retroactively. I don't give a good goddamn what nobody say is Sissy Houston's fault that Whitney Houston is dead. Whitney Houston was a lesbian and she was bisexual and everybody knew it, and that mama was so strict on her in that church, she wouldn't allow that woman to live her truth. I don't give a good goddamn what nobody say. That's the truth and that's all in it. Then on top of it, she had the biggest sissy in LA who was hiding his sexuality, got behind her, Clive Davis, and made her try to hide her sexuality even more. That woman was happy when she had Robin. Robin, she was a good man, Savannah. Robin was a good man to Whitney Houston. Then on top of that, Sissy Houston, after that woman done died, had the nerve to get her ornery ass on TV with another lesbian, Oprah Winfrey. And when Oprah sat up there and asked that woman, how would you have felt if you knew your daughter was gay? Talking about, what a read. I wouldn't have liked it. All the while you sitting up there with that lesbian hairdo looking like you was eating Aretha Cooch for lunch and your family members around here tweedling in her puss. I don't respect her. I don't like her, and I believe she is one of the main causes of her daughter's unhappiness. Now, anything she got to say in that statement, I'm not even interested in.
But I need to say what she had to say, Now, the gag is that I feel like it's Pat Houston.
Oh, hold on. I got to look for her, too.
Well, let's get the statement for Sissy. Sissy Houston's statement says, we cannot overstate the shock and horror we feel and the difficulty we have believing that my niece, Dee Warwick, molested 2 of my 3 children. Sissy said in a statement on behalf of herself and Dionne. The statement acknowledged that the situation is tough because neither Whitney nor Dee are here to deny, refute, or affirm. How can that be fair to my daughter, to Dee, to our family? Now my thing is, bitch, y'all didn't know that this goddamn documentary was coming out. From my understanding, didn't they know that the documentary? Didn't they write off on the documentary? So what is this? Is this all publicity stuff?
This part was coming out.
Oh, well, okay. Well, bitch, somebody need to be sued.
But here's the thing: Didi and Whitney ain't here, but Gary is. And Gary said Didi also touched him too.
That's what Gary said.
So if the litmus test is somebody being alive to vouch for the allegations, then Gary is alive to vouch for his experience. And I'm going to tell you something. I believe every single word, I believe. And on top of that, sister, you ought to be ashamed of your damn self that you loved your daughter in such a way she was too damn distant from you to be able to tell you what the fuck was going on down to y'all family. And that's how I feel.
You and me and you and me.
Now pull Pat Houston ass up.
Well, Pat Houston, she already up.
Well, Pat all in the mix too, and I'm gonna tell you something. Affair with Pastor.
Yeah, listen, hold on. Now I don't understand how they all had these.
Who had affair?
You know, Sissy was over there riding Pastor James' dick in the back of the pew.
No, I thought she was riding Retha. She was riding the pastor.
Retha ain't got no dick.
Retha, you know, that she don't like. You saw that haircut. Listen, hold on now, cause I ain't seen this Whitney movie because they rubbed me the wrong way when they was going in on Janet and Paula, and now this lady like Lonnie B said got a postmortem beef. With the, hold on now, I got to get the facts of the case. So Sissy, was sneaking with the deacon.
No, the pastor bitch.
Oh baby, she high end.
She high end.
Well, listen, if you gonna creep, let it be with the man in charge. But nevertheless, they said this down to the movie.
Down to the movie.
But here's what I'm not understanding. From the clips that I seen, Sissy did interviews for the movie, so she didn't get pre-approval for this movie. For these people embarrassed her.
But we don't know if Pat Houston slid any of this stuff in.
Well, Pat ain't got much room to be sliding nothing in.
Not cool.
Quiet as it's kept.
Why you say that, Donnie?
Well, because let me tell you one thing. When I went down to Florida State University and got my degree in economics,
big screen,
they didn't teach me nothing in sociology, but the School of Hard Knocks taught me a whole lot about drugs, and I'm gonna tell you this: drugs ain't some shit you sit down and do alone. Okay? Drugs ain't some shit you sit down and do alone. And I ain't telling you from what I heard, I'm telling you from what the fuck I know. While Whitney was sitting up there shooting up, smoking up, snorting it up, Pat ass and all the rest of them was doing it too. I don't give a good goddamn what nobody say. She was doing it too, Pat, you just didn't do enough. Okay? And then on top of that, gonna try to exploit it. Let's talk about this while we own it. How the hell y'all fucked around? You lost Whitney.
And gave Pat the money.
No, not even that. You fucked around and didn't do your due diligence to keep Whitney alive. Then you didn't even do enough to keep the little girl alive. That blood is on Pat Houston's hands. And I'm gonna tell you something. Then you didn't even have enough decency about yourself to let the little girl rest in peace. You gonna go use her to make a reality TV show to try to launch your talentless ass daughter and your bald-headed ass. I'm not here for Pat. I'm not here for Sissy. And the only thing I want to know is who got the money.
Pat?
You think Pat got it?
Pat got the
Sissy
money.
About to see now to even know any damn better. Her and Dion over there smoking bits in their head, singing that's what friends are for, and all the rest of that damn shit. Child bad.
So what we sentencing Sissy Houston to?
Felony charges of lying and perjury. Because bitch, you knew something was going on. And if you didn't know it was going on with Didi, you knew it was going on with Robin. So if we ain't gonna get her for Didi.
But if you watch the movie, you'll see that Sissy was on the road and they left. She left her 3 kids with.
Well, then we getting that bitch for child neglect. First degree child neglect.
First degree child neglect. Second degree perjury. Okay.
And third degree being a Baptist lesbian. Next. Oh, hold on. Oh, and adultery.
Adultery and fornication. Cut the coochie lips out.
Let's go.
Next case. All right. Oh, child. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next up on the court ledger, we have Khaled.
Listen.
We got one of them Jenners up there, Kylie.
Here's the thing, right, about Kylie Jenner. So for those that don't know, Kylie Jenner is about $1 million away from becoming a billionaire.
$1 million?
She got 900 million. Only the friends came through and did it. Nevertheless, Forbes is putting her on the cover for being one of the youngest billionaires, potential billionaires. Here's the thing, right? On the surface, you gotta give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? regardless of how it was gotten, that is an accomplishment. However, here's the part that I don't like. And
that self-made shit gotta go.
Here's exactly. Because the issue that I have is that this story is being framed as if she's your typical girl whose mom is a school teacher and dad is a bus driver, who pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and started some cosmetic business, and overnight she's just wham bam, thank you ma'am, a billionaire. And that is not the case.
That's not the case.
Again, she cannot help the family she was born into, and she'd be a damn fool to not leverage whatever privilege that she has. But
I'm not
her becoming a billionaire and, you know, Shanika from the Bronx becoming a billionaire is two different levels of accomplishment. Bitch, you better become a goddamn billionaire with all the resources and the money that you have. And I'm sorry, when you already start out as a 700 millionaire, then it ain't that hard for you to become a billionaire.
Right.
You know, I don't want to take away her accomplishment, because
but what did she accomplish? What she did? Like, I mean,
well,
and it's no shade, because I'm not gonna sit up here and act like those girls aren't talented, because they got some nice lips on them, and I done seen Kim Kardashian throw that pussy back on Ray J. That's talent right there. That's talent right there to take a long black dick like that, bitch. And then for what's the mama name? Kris Jenner to come through and put that shit on the shelf. And turn that shit around. Listen, I did porn for a whole motherfucking decade, bitch. Okay? A whole decade. A decade, bitch. Fucked up, got in the book. Okay? Now, if they put me on the Forbes list, bitch, when I turn all that shit around to make $1 billion, that's getting it from the ground.
Right.
That's getting it from the ground. Ain't now bitch gave me no 100 million, 1 million. What Donald Trump daddy gave him?
$1 million.
$1 million. That shit that's not getting it from the ground. That's not no self-made. Bitch, somebody gave you that. Right. Bitch, if you picked up a camera, now who's self-made? In the cosmetic industry, it's Super Set.
Yes.
Shouts out to the Crayon Case for being self-made. Now that's some self-made millionaire stuff, self-made millionaire shit right there. Because that girl started on Instagram, Vine, online. You feel me? Right. So that's self-made.
But I just want us to be careful.
But you
got not knock.
No, we're not knocking her
because she did. Because here's the thing.
No, we're not knocking her.
But here's the thing. She did what the fuck you supposed to do if your last name is Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? So I will give her credit for that. Bitch, you better be a billionaire. But what I don't want is to be misconstrued that the average girl out there is going to work hard like Kylie Jenner and be a billionaire, because that's not going to happen.
And we not hating on her. We just
outline all the facts.
That's just the facts of the situation. Bitch, you's a Jenner. If any one of them Jenners walk out their house and don't be a billionaire, they're damn.
So then here's what we'll do. I think we're going to reduce her charge to a misdemeanor charge of misrepresentation of the facts. And we'll just give her 6 months probation.
But she's still going to make that bit. But here's the thing. Her fans are getting her to the $1 billion mark.
So here's the beautiful thing, and something that I want to talk about. Now, this is one area where I will celebrate her. People don't understand the power of having diehard fans. And her fans said, oh, yeah, she's at 900 million. They started for lack of a better term, a GoFundMe account for people to donate the money to push her over the edge.
I need $20. Can one of y'all motherfuckers give me $20?
And it's so funny because all her sister had to do was loan her.
That's it.
100 million, quiet as it's kept. You know what I'm saying?
It.
But nevertheless, you know, you've been blessed. I'm not gonna penalize her for being born into the family she was born into.
Yeah, because it's not her fault.
It's not her fault.
It is not her fault.
And she's just.
However, we're not gonna use those terms self-made. I'm just not going to.
So misrepresentation of the facts.
Misrepresentation of the facts. 6 months probation. And a year of giving me and you money for deliberating this case.
Okay.
Next case.
I didn't want none of that makeup look good. They said she was blowing up the girl lips and stuff. That's what they. Listen, I don't make the news. I just report it. Look it up. They said she was blowing up the people's lip. They said the urgent care wouldn't even take the people insurance for that. They said Blue Cross Blue Shield said no ma'am. If you take somebody with that, we will not pay the invoice.
You talking about the Kylie Jenner makeup?
That lipstick girl had people's lips looking like ass, bitch. Ass.
Allegedly. All right. Moving right along. All right, we need y'all to. Moving right along, okay, bitch.
Azealia Banks, don't get quiet. What she done did now? Cause you know every time she in the news it's for some bullshit. I didn't even study up on this case. I just rolled my eyes.
All right. According to Azealia Banks, went to Wildin' Out, Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out show for MTV, and she was a guest. And Azealia made a post, and she said that she cried after they ambushed her with jokes about her appearance and skin color, and she said, "I've never felt so much hate." She said there were tons of pre-planned colorist jokes, and of course, cry. I'd rather you read this in your words, because I like Azealia Banks.
So these are her words.
These are her words.
What's wrong with being her words? Per Azealia Banks, I did Wildin' Out today. There were tons of pre-planned colorist jokes and, of course, cry baby cry. Some little scrawny black Atlanta twink prepared for me. They planned this. He hit me on short notice, told me I did not have to participate in the coon-ass freestyle battle, not my style, and I was to sing my song and go home. I show up and some guy who's darker than me starts calling me ugly and being colorist. Then all of a sudden, a choir of the most disgustingly basic local cattle call urban pseudo comic fat because you sit in a chair all day, greasy soul food induced south of the Mason-Dixon, self-hatred, ass backward, post-Jim Crow, post-traumatic, slave disorder, true self-esteemless, ward of the state clowns with their low-scale and highly oppressive resumes start going off about how beautiful Azealia Banks looks. I never felt so much hate and rage for anyone else than I did in that moment. Yemaya was really on stage. Yemaya.
Now, one thing I got to give Azealia Banks will read you, bitch, blind. And she will eloquently read you for filth. And the way she articulates a read is like no other. But, bitch. Dineva, can I say this? Because I know you the judge tonight. Can I say this so we can deliberate this right?
This means I'm listening.
I get it. I get what's going on with Azealia. I get it. Azealia has been in the industry. She's been shunned. She's been, like, things have happened against Azealia which have made her angry. Also, the upbringing in her life, things have happened against Azealia that have made her angry. And things in her life experiences have made her angry. So, of course, if she's at Wildin' Out and somebody makes a joke or they bring her there and somebody for the long period of time didn't want to read Azealia and they get her in person and they're able to chunk a read of her and the first read they say is that she's ugly, I kind of feel her. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. But there was somebody that was there, Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked. That's my friend, and Jason Lee had this to say.
Just got home from shooting season 12 of Wildin' Out, and I'm so excited to be back in LA. But with all this Azealia Banks madness going on, I felt the need to say something because y'all know me. I'm Jason Lee with the T. All right, so I was on yesterday's episode. I can't get into all the details because I'm just a cast member. It's not my show, but I'm not going to leave you hanging. Okay. I can't say all the details, but I'm going to say it in a wild style. Ready? Here you go. All right. DC Young Fly cracked one Cardi B joke and you called him a faggot. Then they switched up all the games because they didn't want to let none of us let you have it. Azealia Banks, your whole career is trash. And if you want a hit, let me call Cardi B and see if she got any more hits in her stash. How you even got on Wildin' Out was a mystery. And if I studied your rap career in high school, bitch, it would have been ancient history. Anyway, thank you, Nick Cannon and Viacom MTV, for making the show inclusive of the LGBT community. You got 3 of us on your show. Season 11's on now. Season 12 coming.
So here's my thing.
So we weren't there. But from what I'm hearing that Jason said is that DC Fly Young said something, but it's a reading show. It's a show where they roast each other, and I guess he roast. But DC Fly Young be reading, bitch.
But see, here's the thing. Like, you know, my favorite quote is, "You can't do wrong to a motherfucker and tell him how mad to get." okay?
Right.
Color might be your vice. You called that boy a fag. Per Jason Lee said, Jason Lee told one joke. You called DC Young Fly a fag. Then he said they rearranged the whole cast in the freestyle battle and wouldn't let none of the gay girls read you. Okay? Because they knew the gay girls was going to let you have it. I'm not even finna make this a gay issue. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be lenient. And I'm going to say I was not there. I don't know what her experience was, and I'll never take that away from somebody. But here is what I will speak to. Your reputation and your track record. Okay? Every time we see Azealia Banks' name in the media, the press, the blogs, it is never for anything positive. It is always about her being overly outspoken, speaking out against something that didn't have nothing to do with her, or playing victim to a circumstance or a situation in which she created. Listen, the hard part about it is she just might be the victim in this situation. But she has cried wolf in so many other situations that it really makes it hard for me to sympathize with her, because in my mind, she is ingrained as a troublemaker. I don't want to hear it. I don't want her back in this courtroom. I care nothing about what she has to say. Listen, she ain't just got ugly. She been ugly. It ain't got nothing to do with her skin color. And she's not ugly because of her features, her physical features. No, she's ugly because she got an ugly spirit. Okay? She's an ugly person on the inside. And yes, she's hurt. Hurt is synonymous with ugly. What the fuck she need to do is keep her ass off of Wildin' the fuck out and take her ass to Iyanla Fix the fuck out of my life, and then come back out with a gospel album. Okay? So I want to give her 20 hours of community service with the Clark sisters. Next case.
Is not living in vain.
That's what I like to do.
Okay, that's what. Yeah. All right, so we. But I'm still. Okay. But she's not ugly, Dineva.
Well, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I behold her as ugly.
Moving right along to the next case. Now, Dineva, you came here tonight with some cases of your own.
I did.
And what are you bringing up, Monique?
Well, I was home minding my business like I always do. And my Twitter was blowing up. They said Monique and her husband mentioned me on their podcast that they're doing in her basement. Okay?
But we're in the basement now.
Right, but started from the bottom, now I'm here. You see what I'm saying? But not started from the big screen, now I'm here. There's a difference. You know, it's directions. Nevertheless, you know, I tried to hold my peace with you. So let me frame this for everybody. Yeah, go ahead and move, because I don't want to tell whatever little piece of relationship y'all may have.
I like Monique.
Well,
Monique is my friend.
Let me frame this. Well, friend, if that's your friend, if that's your friend, if that's your friend, she might not be after tonight. Let me frame this really quickly. We got a clip. Somebody called in to Monique and Sydney's podcast, in which they started saying to Monique that they understand that she's been done wrong in this Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels stuff, but they don't agree with her methods, okay? This person's sentiments actually echo a lot of what I've been saying in my YouTube videos over the years. Lo and behold, the person that called the show actually is an Atlanta publicist that I know personally by the name of Keon Moon. So when Keon is talking to Monique and them, somebody in her comments says, "That's Funky Dineva," or "I think that's Funky Dineva." So then Monique says, she stops her husband and says, "Oh, basically I know what's going on. This is Funky Dineva calling me." Monique, I don't call basements, baby. Nevertheless, let this beautiful being footage roll. Then I'm going to go ahead and render on this verdict.
I understand that. That's the only question that I would ask, because anything else is now deviating from what you said, and that is when you give your word, you keep your word.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Funky Dineva. Is that who we talking to?
No, this is not Funky Dineva. This is Keon.
Okay, Keon. Let me say this to you, baby, and I hope we can sum it up. You initially, when you call on fire, because I can hear it in your tone.
Because I've been following this.
Well, let me finish, and I appreciate that you've been following it. And this is one thing Sid said to me. He said, "Mama, people gonna see it and hear it how they choose to see it and hear it until they see it and hear it."
But she didn't say nothing bad.
It was in her tone, and it was in that dip. it was in her bun.
Oh my God.
It was in her that dip in her neck and this. All that. See, I interpreted that. And what I got from that was, oh, Sydney, don't waste your time. This is hater ass funky Dineva caller, because I have made multiple videos not in favor of what Monique is doing and saying. Now I will say this, my Twitter feed blew it up to be more than what it was, and the reads that I did have for Monique and her husband, I'm not gonna give them all of them, but I will say this. Monique, my love, I don't call basements.
But you in the basement now, bitch, with me. You can't be biased for one big girl and then be biased for another one.
The difference is I'm paid to sit here. I don't call basements. And see, you pulling a Tammy Roman right now when she told Jen, hold on, because you're trying to backtrack your ass to and cover for your friend. Listen, Monique, I don't call basements, but here's what I want to say to you. You on your podcast keep saying, what's the solution? What's the solution? You want everybody else to give you a solution. But let me ask you, Monique, what is your end game? At this point, you have made a fool of your damn self. You are the only person I know that went out there and get a husband who had no experience in management, and he managed to take your career from the big screen to the basement. When I address you, Monique, it's on a play platform. It will never be on a dial-in radio station in somebody's basement. And you know what? I feel like I've already gone too far, so I'm going to leave it at that. But just know this, Monique and Miss Sydney. When I want to address you, it will be on my over 201,000 subscribers on YouTube, where I will be paid to start beef with you and make another 1,500, 1,800 a day on it, and not call in to your show. Nevertheless, Tyler Perry tapped me on the shoulder in my last play and said, my hair is laid. How are you doing? Next case.
So where are you sentencing her to?
To hell.
Oh.
Next case.
I like Monique. I love Monique. Oh, that was. Oh, I'm touched on in the heart part. I felt that. I felt that, my love. I did. You dead serious about that, Dineva? Oh. Well, final judgment. Judgment for the defendant. All right.
On a lighter note.
On a lighter note, we're gonna move along. Ooh, Dineva. Yeah. Shit, it got cold in here.
It got hot.
Whew. No, it got cold.
Bitch, I'm from Miami.
You too.
You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
Bitch,
don't make me put my hair in a rubber band.
I don't know that.
Period. All right, moving right along. Ladies and gentlemen, next up on the court ledger, we have Scarlett Johansson. Now, what are we going to charge Scarlett?
Well, I don't even know what this woman did.
Okay, Scarlett Johansson drops out of a transgender role after facing backlash. Okay?
And she was up for pose?
No, bitch. She was given, in an exclusive statement to Out Magazine's, Johansson confirmed her departure from Rub and Tug, a film in which she would have played a transgender man. In light of recent ethical questions raised surrounding my casting as Dante Tex Gill, I've decided to respectfully withdraw my participation in the project, she said. This is according to Tea and Shade blog.
You know what? I moved to dismiss this case.
I mean, I do too.
I moved to dismiss this case. I think that she did the right thing.
And I honestly like Scarlett Johansson because I've always thought Scarlett Johansson was a very beautiful woman. But I do feel like that with all the things that are going on, in the world, give transgender and LBGT people the roles. Right. Don't have straight people playing our roles and stuff like that. Give us those roles. I agree. Because there are a lot of us out here in Hollywood that need these jobs. I agree. You know. Now now playing devil's advocate here, Dineva. Will it be a big draw to a movie theater or to a network if a trans star, an unknown trans star?
The thing about it is it's all about balance. So then all you do is cast Zac Efron as a love interest, or you cast you know, John Travolta or whoever the, you know, the big, you know, fine white boy, the heartthrob is. Right? That's all you do. You put Sally Field in the movie. You let Meryl Streep be our mama. You see what I'm saying? There's ways around it, but I do respect the fact that she. Now, let's not get it twisted. Let's not pretend like this bitch is so ethical and moral. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until she caught backlash that she said, you know what, I'm rich enough and got enough other movies on the schedule that I can let this one go. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? The bitch did it because she caught the backlash. But what I like about it, unlike this president and a lot of other people that we got, is that she's open to suggestion and correction. And when she realized this might not be the best climate to be doing what I'm doing, I'm going to decline respectfully, and she did that, and for that, I'm
So she's free to go?
She's free to go.
She's free to go. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and with that being said, the show Pose has been renewed for a season 2 at FX. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I'm going to.
Now, let me just put this out there. My agent for the longest has been sending me like acting roles, and I've never been super excited about auditioning for them. My auditions have not been the best. But Tracy Christian, if you hear me and you land me an audition on this show, I will kiss your feet forever in a lifetime. There has never been a moment in time that I've ever wanted to be on TV so bad than to be a part of this show. I kid you not. If I was to land a cameo role on this show as a janitor, bitch, I ain't even got, bitch, I will clean up after the ball. I promise you I'd die happy. I will forego all my other dreams. I just want to be a part of the movement. Janet Mock, Ryan Murphy, FX, all those people over there who have just brought these stories to life. I thank them, and it is an excellent show, and I will forever and always go up for Pose.
All right. I mean, at first I was a little iffy on it, but then after I got into it, I did give it an opportunity, and I kept watching it. It is a very good show, and I have been watching it, and I'm all caught up. And this last episode was real. It touched home for me.
As a trans woman, do you identify with the stories?
Some of them. Some of them.
Okay.
Some of them I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. But I mean, it's the first time that we've had the stories told. Like the first episode, you can see my YouTube video. I'm in tears because all my life, I've been forced to identify with the skinny, nerdy character, right? I have to force myself to fit in that box, and that's just where I've always been. If I watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I guess I most identify with Carlton, right? I had to force this round peg in a square hole. Pose was the first time in... Girl, they said that about you, honey.
Forcing a square peg into this round hole.
Nevertheless, she just totally killed my moment. Like, it was about to be a moment, and bitch, you nasty. Nasty, put some clothes on.
I told you.
Nevertheless, Pose, we're happy. And I was about to say, but this was the first time, and I said this in my video, this is the first time in my 34 years of life that I feel like I have been counted. Like my life matters, and like I look at TV and I don't have to force myself to find a character that I identify, that I can be like, you know what, that's me.
All right. It's all right. Round of applause for Pose, ladies and gentlemen. All right, all right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next thing. Oh, before we move on, ladies and gentlemen, please, this is just a reminder, if you're just tuning in, we will be live August 6th at Club Truth with Dishonorable Judge Tiffany Pollard and myself, T.S. Madison, at 10 p.m. So get your tickets on Eventbrite. We will be posting a link to get your tickets on Eventbrite. All you in the room, I expect to see you bitches there. Tickets are $25 for regular, $40 for VIP, bitch. Come get you a plate, come get you a drink, come get you some stuff, come get you some laughs, come mingle, come key, come have a good time if you're here in Atlanta. All right. So next thing we have up is Reality Chat.
So y'all, this is a segment that I told Maddie she need to add to the show every week. It's the Reality Check segment where we just talk about what's going on in reality TV in a general sense. Now listen, I had to get my face beat, my feet done, my hair laid, and a whole lot of other things in Maddie back room that she don't know about, but when she watch them sheets, she'll figure it out. Nevertheless, the Love and Hip Hop Reunion Part 2 came on tonight, and I didn't get an opportunity to watch it. I did watch Part 1, and I will say this. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all have definitely made y'all mark on pop culture. on the culture, but it is time for one or two things to happen. For y'all to bow out gracefully or recast the entire show. You brought Erica Mena to Atlanta, we don't know what the fuck for. Mimi Fauci's on the show, we don't know what the fuck for. Stevie J.A. made a hit, we don't know what the fuck for. It's just a lot of we don't know what the fuck for is really going on. Like, the only person benefiting from love and hip hop right now is Rashida, and I'm not mad with her for pulling a Kylie Jenner. She said, I'm gonna pimp the shit out of this, I'm gonna make up a divorce, I'm gonna make up a baby, I'm gonna make up some stores, and I'm gonna make up some sales and sell y'all some AliExpress for $99.99. But y'all country is here and y'all gonna buy it at a press as well as our cosmetics. And let me tell you something, work ain't honest, but it always pays the bills. If y'all foolish enough to buy it, then she foolish enough to sell it. So hats off to the girls at Love and Hip Hop who have made their way. Because the thing about it is, the show is gonna come to an end at some point, and then you have to ask yourself, what have I gotten from this? Carly Red, what you doing? Mimi, what you doing? Stevie, who you doing? No, she don't, but she didn't. She didn't. It's I don't know what's going on. Where the rest, Arian ain't even there. Mama D done moved again. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, every season Mama D at a new place, and y'all whole talking about I got evicted. Girl, bad. Moving right along. I deserve a solid and stable place to stay. Okay? Moving right along. The Real Housewives of Potomac. See, these my bitches right here. And Maddie, I know you don't know much about them, but I just want to say this. Shouts out to the other all-black franchise on Bravo that came through and is representing in a much different way from the Housewives of Atlanta, which also needs to be recasted. Robin started out as my favorite on season 1. Monique was my favorite season 2. I think Ashley is my favorite now on season 3 because her contract is solidified and she was like, you know what? I'm no longer kissing you hoes ass. I'm just going to give it to you raw. We're going to let the cards fall where they fall. And I think Candace is going to fall on that same bandwagon next season. And last but not least, let's close this out. I think they need to recast the entire... Oh, girl, look at that. Girl. Girl, they look good. Yeah, they do. I'm just laughing at Tammy because you remember when Tammy came on there like 6 years ago looking like a ragamuffin? She did. So I want to say this. For anybody who was watching Basketball Wives LA right now, and I've said this in previous videos, what Tammy Roman did to Evelyn as it relates to Chad and bringing up those charges, bringing up those domestic abuse stuff, and also revealing that Evelyn had done fucked one of Shawnee's exes per gen, that woman is hurt. And I tell people this all the time. The biggest bully in your clique is the softest person in your clique. And Tammy is mean and rough because she's got the biggest heart. And on last episode, I didn't see tonight's episode, but when that girl started crying, I felt her pain when she said, all I've tried to do was be these girls' friends for 5, 6, 7 years, and all they ever did was talked about me, and I'm tired of it, and Shawnee motherfucking ass included. I want somebody to get Shawnee ass the fuck together, just for GP. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things that you've been safe all season. I just want one episode, somebody to cuss the fuck out of Shawnee. I don't want you to hit her, because Shawnee look like a bitch that'll sue you. But I want a bitch to throw a drink on that bitch. I want somebody to throw a drink on it. And with that, y'all, that's the reality check.
All right, that was reality check, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Donnie running through that real quick. Bitch, that's your feel right there. That's my bread and butter. Bitch, I don't really watch them hoes boring to me. Oh, well. I don't really know. And I'll check that with Tammy. Now, I do like Tammy because Tammy reads for death, and that's a fighting bitch.
Well, listen, next time you get bored, you can watch Monique show in her basement, since that's your friend.
I watch my own show in my basement.
How you doing?
All right. The next segment on tonight's court ledger is Mind Your Fucking Business, White People. Roll the B footage.
Hi, fellow white people. Are you having a sad because that family's enjoying a picnic in the park while being black? Did that customer in front of you just speak a language that makes you irrationally angry? Well, this is a great time to try. Mind your own f***ing business. With Mind Your Own f***ing Business, you'll be able to grow the f*** up and act like a decent f***ing human being. Our patented technology allows you to pull your head out of your ass and see the world beyond the brim of your MAGA hat.
Hi, honey. I saw some black people at the Starbucks today.
Did you mind your own f***ing business?
I sure f***ing did.
Stop bothering those nice people today with Mind Your Own f***ing Business.
Side effects may include not harassing people, no one getting arrested or murdered by police, a general sense of well-being for people of color, a lack of internet fame and/or trolling and coexistence. Please consult your doctor if you are still a piece of shit after minding your own f***ing business, as the symptoms may be a result of a deeper problem and require further treatment.
Now available at Anthropology and Whole Foods.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one time for Mind Your Fucking Business!
I like those kind of white people.
You do?
I like those. That was funny.
Well, do you like these kinds of white people? First up on their Mind Your Fucking Business, we have Renee Baker Felina. What the fuck did Renee Baker Felina do? Do we got something from her? What did she? Oh, dear God.
We got a video, right?
Renee Baker.
Let's play the
Permit Betty. Huh? We got another Permit Betty here. Everybody, let's get her viral also.
We have to ask, guys.
Let's get her viral also. Permit Betty.
Sorry, guys, they have to ask for permit.
Yep, she sure does. She's got to mess with people that just trying to make a living.
Yeah, if you're trying to make a living here, you would never be able to walk on the sidewalks.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Everybody can do business.
Let's let her go viral, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. I know.
There she goes.
I know compassion is all.
There she goes.
But we're just trying to make sure everybody has the opportunity.
Yeah. There she goes.
Venting.
Bitch, mind your motherfucking business, white hoe. And I don't even think she was white. Is she Spanish?
First of all, the first thing she needed to be concerned with was that shirt-skirt combination. that's number one. Secondly, what I'm not understanding is, and this is truly some white people shit, why are you concerned with something that is of zero consequence to you? Like, girl, all you had to do was walk to your bus stop, your train, to FedEx, to Starbucks, wherever the fuck you was going.
Because they were taught to
you know what I'm saying? Like, why does it mean so much to you to bother folks?
Well, let's go on. Let's ask that question to the CVS clerk. Well, before we go, she lost her job.
Just Felina did.
Whatever this.
Baker Felina.
But she lost her job.
But I got another question. Where did Baker Felina work?
Go back. Let's see what she worked at.
Do we know what she worked?
She was an employee, a service. BD on Wednesday that individual no longer works on behalf of the district. This individual was not a direct employee of YBC.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I do like about this police shit though. Because one thing about white people, see, black people will go down with you to the end and you'll be dead ass wrong. White people, you bring any kind of negative publicity to that shit, you could be their mama and they will turn and fire your ass. And that is what I'm loving about all these cases, that they calling the police on folks, but then 2 days later we finding out that all these people is losing their damn job. So the justice is being served. The justice has already been served, but I want to give her a little probation as well.
No, she don't need no probation. She was reckless endangering them clothes she had on.
Okay.
That was reckless endangering.
Okay.
Bitch, she out here, her last name Felez. Bitch, you done forgot that you also are in danger of being discriminated against.
But I do want to give her a misdemeanor charge. Let me give her probation for playing on 911 phone. For clogging up the lines.
For clogging up the lines. Well, speaking of that, let's move on to the next case under this category. It's the CVS clerk that calls the police on a black woman.
It's a female. She's wearing a green.
Tell them I'll be here when they arrive. That I will be waiting for them to arrive.
A white.
You can tell them her name is Camilla Hudson. I have ID and we'll share it.
Hudson. And it's probably spelled C-A-M-I-L-L-A-H.
You got it. Exactly, like the river.
Morry, M-O-R-R-Y, Matson, M-A-T-S-O-N.
Now, you might not approve, Maddie. Girl. Girl, put it down, girl.
Child, that hoe was so scared she was over there having a light seizure.
You might not approve, but I want to move to dismiss this case by means of mental incompetence and disability.
No, ma'am. That motherfucker.
He didn't mean to call.
He did.
No,
he did mean to call. He did mean it.
No, that Parkinson's disease had not got in his brain.
Oh, that was Parkinson's.
Well, it was either that or nerves.
Okay. Okay. So,
I mean, I just moved that we dismiss the case.
No, we're not dismissing.
Well, then reduce the charges.
His job need to be gone. I want his job.
But I think they got him.
I don't know if they got him. I want his job. Is there any update?
But no, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. CVS did a good job of hiring disabled people, and I don't want this to blow back on them. See, you can't do that. That's gonna get us. That's gonna get us in trouble.
Not disabled.
Yes, he is.
He was not disabled.
Why was his hand
The
shaking?
woman said that he.
I'm not talking about the woman.
No, the woman who he called the police on.
Why was his hand shaking?
She said that he crunked that shit up when the camera came on.
So that means instead of me being lenient and reducing the charge, I need to add a charge. I need to add fraud to it.
Hello. Hello.
So what is we finna sentence this man to?
It's two black bitches here with food stamp cards. One of them don't know the number. I think she sold it to the other one. Huh? I just need my Miller reel. I just need my Miller. I can't stop it from.
Something was wrong.
No, it was the fact. It was just the fact that
it was just too much racism going through his blood.
Listen, he had too much Starbucks that morning.
Okay.
And that shit had him trickling like that.
So the charges.
You trying to let him go? I want his job.
Okay.
I want his job. All right. Next thing we got the white women carrying their Target. Oh my God.
God damn it! Don't you laugh at me!
Give my money back.
Yes, you are.
You can quit
Me.
It goes to your debit card directly. It won't let us.
Yeah, and it's already out of my account, and I can show you that you've already taken my money. So you need to give me my cash. And if I end up on YouTube, I will personally sue your ass.
I'm just documenting
it. Give me back and give me my fucking the same thing with her bitch.
I'm not laughing, ma'am.
Yes, you are. You want me to show you on my phone that you are?
Please.
That you are what?
Laughing.
If we end up on YouTube, I will sue you.
I'm not putting it on YouTube. I'm documenting.
If it ends up on
Facebook,
it's going to end up.
It will not
I
go
will
to
sue you.
All right. That is perfectly fine.
Yeah, because you can't record if you don't want to be recorded. No. And let me tell you, my attorney, I love you. Don't laugh at me.
I'm not.
I hope everyone gets your fucking job.
Okay.
Y'all need to.
You want me to show you on my phone? You want me to show you on my phone? You recording me?
Okay. So I need more facts of the case.
My attorney love you. My attorney love you. You want me to show you on my goddamn phone that you're recording me?
Man, what school you go to become attorney?
You think I'm something to play with, you motherfucker? You think I'm not gonna get down here? You want me to show you my phone? I'm doing my fucking book on you. I'll get right down there in my pocketbook on you and fuck you up.
Attorney.
You don't know nothing about me boiling a coon rabbit down there in my house down there. I boiled a coon rabbit and throw it in your face. I boiled a coon rabbit with some onions and potatoes and throw it in your goddamn face. Get your colored ass out from around and get your colored ass.
Okay, so I need some more facts of the case.
We don't know what happened. That just surfaced. What happened?
They just was carrying on back.
Do we know if the cashier was black?
We don't know what's going on, but we was black and we didn't mind our business.
Okay, well, here's
so us black people need to, some of us black people need to mind our fucking business too.
Because, you know, my mama used to stay embarrassing me in Burrus. My mama stayed, but for those of y'all don't know, Burrus is the Florida store Macy's walking out.
Yeah.
My mama would go to Burrus every Sunday.
I got two misdemeanor charges. I got two
let my hand go.
I got two misdemeanor charges.
Wait, but hold on. Here's the thing. I'm not going to bring them up on charges of racial activity, but I am going to bring them up on charges of disorderly conduct. In 2018, you cannot go in these people's stoves and cussing folks out and saying whatever the fuck you want to say to people. Y'all ain't seen these videos on World like these people is coming back from behind these counters and tearing folks' ass up. They said, look, bitch, work ain't honest and don't pay the bills. Fuck these McDonald's checks. fuck this hourly pay, but you not finna disrespect me, you or your attorney.
My attorney?
My attorney.
I'm gonna get my attorney on you.
Not finna do that. You can't speak to people. Like, you know what I don't understand? Why do people think that you're gonna go out in public and get irate with folks and you're gonna get your way by getting loud?
Because people don't know nothing about really getting their ass whooped in public. Right. They think those videos can't happen.
But I'm gonna tell you something, and this is a final ruling from the Supreme Court. White people, in this racial climate, just like you can't say the N-word, you might not want to raise your voice above a gospel song. Listen. To any black
No, you didn't say that right. You may not want to raise your voice above a Janet Jackson octave to a black person.
To any black, hold on, I'm gonna caveat that. To any black person working an hourly job. Right. Because everything is going up except the wages. Right. People is stressed out. They already got 2 incident reports in their file. And the person that was supposed to relieve them is late. Okay? You are liable to get the living dog shit be out of you. If you gonna talk to a black person crazy, it better be a professional degree when they work somewhere with an HR department. HR, not personnel. Okay? Personnel is for Sears, Kmart, and Target. HR is for the professional girls.
And somebody that got an attorney.
That next case.
All right. Okay, so we have something here about Angela Rye.
This was a case I brought up.
Okay, you brought this here.
Yes. Let the beautiful billion footage roll.
I just want to say, Congressman, like, I wish that the new members, the folks who have followed in your footsteps could at least acknowledge that. Like, that's all so many of us are saying. And at this point, I'm emotional.
And let's fix it.
Because we cannot, like, it's like being constantly gaslit. We're constantly being told, I'm told every day I'm on air that I'm racist because I call out racism. That is maddening to me, and I'm crying about it because it's crazy. And I wish that somebody who's a colleague of mine, like Alice, could at least acknowledge that fact. Like, that is so frustrating. We're supposed to be talking about a 12-year-old boy who was just trying to deliver newspapers, and the police are called on him in Ohio, where Tamir Rice was killed in the same age. I want to be acknowledged and seen that this is not okay for our children. This is not okay for the future direction of this country. So I want to say, I commend you for saying what you said. It means the world to me.
So for those out there watching, let me frame what happened in the previous 30 seconds. Don Lemon opens up by saying, I don't understand how, for the sake of saying, you know, oh, I want a few additional tax dollars, or I want, you know, legislation written in this direction or that direction, that you can vote for a president that is racist and that's a bigot, so on and so forth. Then the white woman who's on there, she's some government official, don't quote me, I think she may be a senator. She goes on to say, while our president has done some despicable things, he is the Republican candidate, and I undeniably support the Republican candidate despite any and everything he's done. It took the white gentleman to come on, who is a Republican, to say, while he is the Republican president, I don't support what he does, and it is because of him that many Republicans like me are taking a step back from the party, reevaluating what was going on. So Angela Rye then comes on and says, she starts crying because she says, all we want as black people, as a collective, is for you white people to stop fucking making us feel like we goddamn crazy. She was saying, thank you for saying, yes, I am a Republican, but this president is an asshole.
Correct.
The white woman refused to do that. And then even after that clip, the white woman goes on to say, she never acknowledges that Donald Trump is an asshole, and she just makes apologies for Angela Rye's tears. Dear white people, we don't need your sympathies. We don't need you to explain our tears. We don't need you to white-splain our experiences. What we need you guys to do is put an end to your bullshit. Do I believe every single white person as a singular individual being is racist? No, I do not.
I don't either.
But as a collective, you are. Okay? Whiteness as an institution is racist by nature, and you guys know it. You know you benefit from it, and whitefish, you full of shit. I can't wait for the day when Angela Rye gets a contract so big from somewhere that she can get on CNN and just cuss their ass the fuck out one good time. Because it's coming. Trust and believe it.
Now, may I ask a question? And this is gonna, I'm always playing devil's advocate here because I am the judge of reason. Do you think they would go that hard for us as black, gay, and trans?
Do I think Angela Rye would, and Don, do I think, are you asking me, do I think Angela Rye and others like her would go as hard for us as black gays? Is that the question? I think the answer is absolutely not. But hear this, before I'm gay, I'm black.
I understand
you see what I'm saying?
But hold on. But this is,
hold
on.
Black.
Fuck
so
that.
I have
hold
to prioritize my outrage.
I understand you.
I have
you gotta
to prioritize
listen.
my outrage.
I understand you gotta prioritize your outrage, but after you're black, you're gay.
You're right. But this was a black issue.
I understand that, but I just asked the question
here's the thing.
because I wanted the answer, and I got the answer that I knew.
Yeah, that's true. And what's unfortunate is we are an underserved community, and because we're underserved, it sucks. But oftentimes we have to take support where we can get it.
Fuck all that. I'm tired of hearing that shit. You know. I'm tired of hearing we gotta take support where we can. Well, we gotta take support where we can get it, bitch. We know that we are gay and trans and black.
But here's the thing,
don't exclude it. No,
and I do, but
don't exclude it.
I don't want to conflate issues.
This case, girl, because see, I get hot by shit like
because this is totally separate from that, and I understand you, and that's a whole nother argument for a whole nother situation.
Okay, so after we get the black problem fixed, right?
Well,
let's be real.
Happen, girl?
Which is not. But after we get the black problem fixed, then it's just like, oh fuck the gay. Gay don't understand nothing because gay is just a choice. Black was unchosen. This is what the folks say. Gay is a choice, and black was not chosen. Okay, I get that. But when you get it in your mind and understand segregation, right? Biased against, disrespect, oppression, because you are what you are or what you've chosen to be. You feel me? See, we be the first. I didn't really want to get deep, but y'all, I told y'all I don't like getting on these types of shit. We be the first on the front line fighting in a black cause. Yes. But when something comes down with us, oh, it's God's. God God this, God dooms y'all. God this, God that. You understand what I'm saying? I got a motherfucking problem with that.
So in this situation,
I don't know what happened in this situation, but the motherfucking president, girl, see how you done dug this up? I get hot by shit like this. I get hot by shit like this, and Craig and I always have these conversations because Craig is a black man, and I understand him being a black man. My brother is a black man.
Craig, can I get a cocktail?
My brothers are black men, but at the end of the day, black folks don't support. Because it's against God and abomination.
So my question,
blah blah blah.
My question to you then: are you asking that I or we as a community withdraw our support of Angela Rye?
No, I'm not asking for no. I'm just asking them to support us the way that we support fucking them because we know we're motherfucking black. Support us knowing that we are oppressed.
So what you're saying is, let me help you understand. What you're saying is, they accept us when we're part of the number fighting the black cause, but when we need the black cause to help us fight the gay cause, they're nowhere.
We don't have the same numbers. It's not the same numbers.
Okay.
And I need those same motherfuckers.
Bitch, I said that, didn't I? Bitch, I said that.
Even pouring a drink, you said that.
I said that. Well, okay, I understand.
We need those numbers, and until we get
those
numbers,
you need to bring the NAACP up on next week's docket because aren't they the go-to black people? I mean, get Rosa Parks' ass in here post-mortem. I mean, what's going on?
I mean, I got the Chevrolet that I can dig her up.
All right, then. Next case.
But did you feel me on that?
I understood. I don't necessarily agree with your timing, but I understand your argument.
I'm sorry. I just had to let it be known.
That was all in your chest.
Yeah, it was in my chest. Because
if you stressed all in your chest. That's Destiny Child. That was Kelly Rowland. If you stressed all in your chest and
the only thing I know about them as a group is I'm doing so. I'm doing so.
Hey, how you?
I'm doing so good.
That's all I know. But she say, Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing mighty fine.
That's
Last
right.
time I seen you, it's been a long time. Stop smiling at me, get that look off your face. Don't even leave that front, stop being so fake. I know you do not like me, and you made it very clear. Always talking about me, from what I hear. Always talking about me, you thought that
Order in the court, copyright claims are being written right now by Beyonce. Shut up. All right. Next up on the docket, we have the Clermont girls.
No, the McClure.
No, the Clermont. And well, it's the McClure twins. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so this category is shut your mouth, honey.
So if you guys don't know who the McClure twins are, they are a beautiful biracial group of twins on YouTube. Monitoring my YouTube check, probably making $1 million a year or more on YouTube because they have these videos. The little twins do the cutest things. The mom is Nigerian, the dad is white. And just to give you guys a little background on what's going on, the white dad has now come under fire because some nosy bitch who needed to mind their own business went years back on Twitter and dug up some tweets. He took his personal Twitter account, and when his daughters became successful on YouTube, just converted his existing personal YouTube account to his daughter's McClure twin brand account. And let me preface by saying, in his past life, this white man was a comedian. Let the beautiful being finish roll.
He says, mark my word, one day a black woman will name a child allergies. My allergies been acting up lately. Damn. Black people can't say ass, but they have no trouble saying Cadillac Escalade. Hashtag if I was black. Hashtag black people can't say ass.
And there was a couple others. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Taken singularly, in this racial climate, that shit is racist as fuck.
As fuck.
Framed in proper context, the shit is funny. And I just want to play devil's advocate here. How many of y'all in the audience and watch Comic View and all the throwback clips of us saying, and when we go somewhere, a white person says, hey Dan, how you doing? And we make all kind of jokes about them. So my whole thing is, if the car can drive forward, it has to go backwards. Toni Morrison said it best. If you take a glove and turn it inside out, it still has to be a glove. You see what I'm saying? And so for that,
and listen, if anybody knows that, it's definitely O.J. Simpson.
With that being said, for that, I move to dismiss this case because in context, it was just a joke.
Because I say white jokes, I say gay jokes,
indeed.
I say black jokes,
and again,
I say fan
jokes.
In
context, but what people try to do, they try to just spoon feed information to capitalize on the current outrage. The man was a comedian, and I see you, D.L. Hughley, Monique, and everybody else make the same caliber of jokes about white people, and the shit is funny. Black people can't say ask, but can say Cadillac Escalade. That shit is funny.
Bitch, you don't ask me that ass.
That shit is funny.
Ask me what y'all want to ask me. Ask me, okay?
But speaking of twins.
Ooh, bitch. Y'all catch this motherfucking tea, bitch.
Yeah, work ain't honest when it pays the bills.
Oh, shit. Obviously, it ain't work, bitch, but it's still paying the bills. Let's ready to catch this tea. What was that? Sinead Claremont.
Reportedly arrested for $20K in debit card fraud. Let me tell y'all something.
Bring it up.
Girl, that's all they got was 20 rand.
I say, no, that's all they got caught for, bitch. You know where there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh, yes.
Here's what I always say, and y'all know me. I make my living and I've made my impact from social media, but I don't fuck with Instagram culture. I just don't. We live in a world now where everybody does everything for the gram. The gram has become a career.
We used to do it for the vine.
We used to do it for the vine.
We used to do it for the vine, because I damn sure did it for the vine, bitch. New weed, 22 inches, bitch, yeah!
They said you used to do it for the boulevard on the ass.
Oh, no, that was a lie, because I've never set foot on the boulevard out here. Now, 79th Street is a whole different story.
I'm telling your
But
age and your teeth.
You telling my age and my teeth?
No, you telling your age and your teeth.
No, you just tried to tell my teeth, bitch.
Nevertheless, I say this all the time. Y'all can't believe 90% of the shit y'all see on Instagram. These hoes on here so rich and motherfucking fabulous, but you about to go to prison over 20K. Cause what they say, anything over, well, you would know better than I would, but anything over 5K is a felony, right?
Wait,
or 500, ain't that grand?
Did this bitch just call me a thief?
I went to jail one time and it was for a suspended license. That didn't even count. You can't even find no mugshot.
So how the hell you think I know about thievery?
I'm just telling you what the people said.
Well, the people say lots of things.
Girl, they said you sold that stolen puss, so I'm sure you sold a whole lot of other stolen shit.
down the wrong pipe.
Heard that one too.
All right. Well, I mean, what do y'all feel out there in the audience about this? So I know any of y'all out there follow this case?
Yes, God.
So what's the team?
Fraud.
Just get them sloppy fraud. Just sloppy
fraud.
Fraud.
And then let it go for. Yes, ma'am.
Well, listen.
Nah, baby. They don't reach that threshold. $20,000 is a lot of money.
That's a Miami girl.
Honestly.
That's a Miami girl.
That's a lot of money, man.
That's a lot of money for 24 hours.
How many years in prison you get for that?
Bitch, I don't know. I ain't never been arrested for no goddamn $20,000 fraud.
How much thousand fraud you was arrested for?
I ain't never been arrested. Okay, well listen, I did a misdemeanor charge down there in Florida.
Now, how much it was for?
It was a misdemeanor.
Oh, you look like you lying. Pinocchio. Oh. You look like a run out the mall with cheese girl.
I did.
That's what it was.
I did. I was skinny back then.
Fucked around and went to jail for some thread.
I did, bitch. I was skinny back then and I could run, bitch, back then. I can't do it
So
now.
how long you was in there?
I ain't go for long.
Let's hold on. Let's suspend this and make it a documentary. How long is not long?
I don't know. We're gonna move right along. Now, wait a minute.
We gotta sentence these hoes.
No, because listen, we can't sentence them too much because they can't go nowhere in them 20 motherfucking way. Listen, they got a travel ban on them. Go back, Vince, please. They got a travel ban on them, girl.
On their passport. Which says to me that they still under investigation and they gonna find some more. That ain't all they found.
A $650 flight is what they took.
That's it?
That's it?
And $15,000 worth of clothes.
But here's what's funny. Oh, so that's what they bought on the card.
Do we got any footage of them talking?
$600+ flight.
Oh, there you go. Bitch, we both work with it. We up in the shit.
All right.
Who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. No, you need to be like, who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. Do that. Okay. Who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. Okay. Okay.
No,
who are y'all? Y'all are shackled bitches. That's exactly who y'all are. Y'all bitches are shackled.
Y'all are the latest cast members of Orange is the New Black. Okay? That's who the fuck y'all are. You're a fraud.
You're a fraud, Artie.
Okay.
All right, well, we listen, the people already done said it. What are the jurors sentencing them to, baby, out there? What y'all?
Prison, that's all 20,000.
Yes, bitch, prison. I'm saying 7 to 10.
For 20 grand, girl.
Bitch, you got an extra 20 grand laying around on your debit card?
I do.
Okay, well, I don't, bitch. If you ran my shit, if you fucked around and ran my shit in the negative, I want you doing 5 to 10. Okay, 5 to 10, bitch.
All right, moving right along. God damn it. Moving right along. Snoop Dogg it. Snoop Dogg has been accused of cheating. Suspect mistress has alleged receipts. Why the fuck is this even?
See, here's the thing.
News out there? Why this even
Here's
news?
the thing, though. It's 2 couples in music.
Show the receipt.
That I don't ever want to speak on when it comes to this type of shit. And that's Snoop Dogg and Shantae.
Who? The one that got a man at home?
Shantae. No. His wife named Shantae.
Oh, I thought
Shantae Burrus.
more than one that got a man at home.
No. He always treats me right. We never fight. He sends me flowers and wines and dimes me. Took me home to meet his mama. How he loves me. One bad apple don't spoil it for the fun.
Listen, now we
my
do
favorite
know.
part when she do like this. Hello.
I like what
from
she
the video.
I'm sorry that you're mad at home. What's up with that?
Sing that.
There are good men around. And do you know you're beautiful inside your eyes? Hallelujah.
Nevertheless, Snoop Dogg and his wife Shantae Burrus and LL Cool J and his wife Simone.
Right.
Those to me are 2 like rap royalty long-term
But that don't mean we can't talk about that.
It don't mean that we can't, but listen,
I don't know what the
I'm
fuck.
gonna say this. You a goddamn fool if you think you've been married to anybody for over 20 years and they ain't stuck their dick somewhere else, and that's just true to you.
First of all, you a goddamn fool if you think you married to anybody named Snoop Dogg that got songs talking about sipping on gin and juice to think that he ain't long dicking somebody. Some people.
But here's the thing, though.
Man, woman,
Allegedly.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, because he part of them Bloods or them Crips or both of them.
I didn't say.
And I don't need them. You shooting up my house, okay? I work hard for the little bit that I got. Snoop, I'm in support of Black Love.
Oh, listen, I support Snoop Boots.
Here's the thing. You know, first of all, the mistress, you a damn fool because Snoop Dogg look like a goddamn cancer patient on his way out. And for you to open up your legs and lay down with Snoop, you's a new kind of damn fool, okay? Listen.
Bitch, that money longer than that dick, bitch. Anybody with money that don't like this.
Bag of bones couldn't tell me the time.
Bitch, two rubbers in that check clear, hey, babe.
And here's the thing that I want to say.
What's up, babe?
But you know what? I want to do something because I feel like it's up to us to start a new movement.
Come on.
Snoop ain't did nothing wrong. Men been stepping out on their wives since biblical time. I want to hold her ass in contempt of court, okay, for stepping outside of what you supposed to be doing, and that's the side chick memorandum of understanding. You supposed to keep your damn mouth closed, okay? You supposed to keep your damn mouth closed. How you gonna try to out this man? Now he is Snoop Dogg. I don't give a good goddamn what he said. Everybody knows that he is married. So Snoop don't even have no counter case, but I'ma file it for him, and we gonna hold her ass guilty of. Hold on. I gotta figure out the charges quick, because when I was going to university and got my degree in economics, and they teach me about legal.
We gonna hold that whole guilty of having loose lips, top lips and bottom, top lips and coochie lips.
And we gonna sentence her to a procedure at botched. I want it stitched up so she don't do this to nobody else. Husband.
You want her lip stitched and her coochie lip stitched?
Yes. Next case.
Girl, why you want to do this, Dineva? This you.
No, this ain't me.
No, Dineva, this you. Why you want to
I
do
don't
this?
even fuck with Beyonce like that, and I can't afford Balmain.
Okay. Balmain.
But that's you black.
Balmain.
Like this, not like this. It's Balmain.
It's Balmain?
Balmain.
Balmain.
Okay, girl.
Well, that's what Trina said. The baddest bitch said that.
And that's who I want to take vocabulary advice from. Have you heard those bubblegum ass rhymes?
I'm a curious bitch who took off from getting broke off from your baby's daddy because I'm the baddest bitch.
Ghetto superstar, nigga eat the pussy like a sushi bar. Never let a nigga eat the
pussy wrong. My bust it down on my Gucci bra. Yes, bitch.
But she's not who I want to help me study for the SAT. Bubblegum in a dish.
How many pieces, bitch?
How many Trina rhymes do you wish? Bitch. Nevertheless. Beyonce, but what's going on with this girl?
Keep it cute. All right, Craig, run us down, Craig. You're the prosecutor, the defense. Run us down. What's going on? Because Dineva, y'all put this in here. Listen, all y'all Beyonce fans, don't try it.
Well, light up your whole damn.
Don't try it. Hold on. First of all, let me get this. Hold on.
The Beehive, I have nothing to do with this.
Hold on.
Y'all make sure you light up the Queen's Court and Maddie Page. I love the Queen. Now that it's over, stop calling me. Come get all your clothes. Ain't no need to run like you still with me. All your homies know.
Dineva, I got Blue Ivy on the phone.
Hold on, with Blue Ivy, the only thing I want to say about this case is that I'm moving to dismiss if your mother will go back to being black and record an R&B album like her first one. I'm willing to waive all charges if she's willing to go back to being black.
Jay-Z, I don't know this bitch behind me. This pussy ass here. Listen, I was fucking all y'all bitch when I was down with you with 444. That's right. Okay, all right then.
So let's just move to reschedule.
He say he got your address.
Let's just move to reschedule.
No, we're not going to reschedule. What we're going to do is we're going to say, well, I want to say this, okay? Beyonce did this because of the backlash that she had gotten from Coachella about her using the
So people from Coachella felt like she was appropriating Greek culture, black college culture in her performance at Coachella.
And didn't give back, right?
And did not give back. So in response, well, you feel that is in response to the backlash that she caught, that she's now partnering with Balmain, and she's going to give the proceeds from the fashion line to the United Negro College Fund for them to disperse to HBCUs accordingly through their already incorporated.
Well, this just goes to show that Beyonce responds to every motherfucking thing. And listen, all you hoes that tell me don't respond to people in the comment section and don't respond to this, don't respond to that. Beyonce do it, bitch, and y'all follow her religiously.
How you do it? Well, here's the thing.
What you mean is how you do it?
Here's what I personally believe. And it's funny because when I made that joke about her going back to that black album, I didn't realize it was a perfect segue to what I'm about to say.
Come on, let's do it.
I think that we all know what it means to be and feel black, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being black, there's a spirit, even in music. And I feel like Beyonce is going through a personal thing of her own that has nothing to do with us, where she feels like she has somewhat disconnected from black folks and black culture. And I don't think this has anything to do with us or Backlash, and everything to do with her trying to fill whatever void is in her as it relates to her and her relation to the black community.
All right, well,
I feel like this is what she's doing to absolve herself of what she had to do to become the star that she is. Because she did have to abandon her roots. You think about it, that first CD ain't nothing like them other ones.
Right.
It was black. She had Luther on it.
I am in love with you. You set me free. She said, I can't do this thing.
Me, myself, and I signed in December. Yes. What's the other one? Someone give me another one.
Closer I get to you.
The closer with Luther. She was black, and then something happened.
Sasha came.
So well,
Ave Maria.
You know. So I feel like this is her way.
That's right.
I feel like this is her way of saying black folks don't count me out yet. Just when you didn't.
Well, she free to go.
I am.
I fucks with any bitch that respond to a motherfucking messy ass.
And let her go.
She free to go.
Next messy hoe on the docket: 50 Cent versus Whitney Williams.
Well, which both of them hoes?
That's
is messy?
what I said.
So we talking about Wendy, Wendell,
Yeah.
Bartholomew, Orenthal, Rufus, Clyde, Theodis, Pookie, L. Dover, James and the Giant Peach, Hezekiah Walker Williams.
Can I please?
Versus 50 Cent.
Bailiff, can I please see this woman birth certificate? Because I refuse to believe all that is on that lady birth certificate.
It is, and she is a woman. Listen, a woman can be named all those many names.
Bartholomew.
Wendy, Wendell, Bartholomew, Orenthal, Rufus, Clyde, Theodis, Pookie, L. Dover, James and the Giant Peach, Hezekiah Walker Williams.
Now you know I look up to this lady.
I fucks with her.
You better read. Go ahead, what's going on?
Child, 50 Cent stay at war with each other.
50 Cent stay at war with any and every damn body. So what beat on got in his bonnet this week?
Child, honey, he was reading, he had went up under Remy Ma, because Remy Ma is looking thin these days. And he had went up under Remy Ma picture and said,
"What's up, Slim?" Or "Damn Slim."
Damn Slim or what? And then Papoose came up under there and was like, what Papoose said?
He said something about him growing up being immature.
Yeah, Papoose read him back and they had went back and forth.
So then how Wendy get it?
Bartholomew.
She covered the story.
She covered the story. And you know, Curtis don't like her.
So Wendy sided in favor of Remy and Papoose, and then 50 felt away.
Wore him out.
So what 50? What we got? What he said? What he said?
No, he just 50 Cent said.
We can't read it.
Didn't I tell this bitch to quit putting me on her motherfucking so many words? Didn't I tell this motherfucking bitch to quit putting me on her?
He basically said she's the biggest side hoe in the world.
You the biggest side hoe in the world, bitch.
Oh.
I fuss with Wendy. Even when she fell out on the show that day in that green bonnet, I motherfucking prayed for her.
What you did?
When she fell out of that green bonnet, then she was up there on the show and she was spinning around like this, honey. She did a full split in that green bonnet like that,
But
bitch.
that's how I almost did when we was trying to come on.
You did.
And my ankle down here bleeding. All that.
You did. I got a medic.
My shit bleeding.
I got a medic
I'm
in
just
the
trying
order.
but I'm professional. I'm trying to push through a pump.
I got a medic in the order.
It's blood all down here to the pavement.
Well, listen, 50 Cent and Bartholomew is free to go.
No, we're gonna
because I like that song. They free. They just
now, girl, this shit right here. Oh, girl, this WS Trina, this WSEN.
Bitch, Jacko Drive.
This Belkis Neray.
Belkis Neray,
okay. Craig Stevens.
Yeah.
That's Miami. Oh, Lord.
Man, we got some Miami news and how it went be no, it would be right if we didn't have nobody every news.
WSVN Channel 7 is like the news station in Channel 7, and I hate that this says an Ohio restaurant owner has just been arrested for capturing street birds and serving them as chicken dumplings.
Now don't sit up here and act like y'all ain't ate no motherfucking street bird from goddamn Nicki no summer home up them.
That's bigotry and that's racist.
I don't give a fuck. Don't y'all sit up there and act like that young home stick up.
General Tso's chicken
ain't motherfucking serve y'all no pigeon and rice. Don't y'all act like that. And second of all, don't you sit there. Second of all,
General Tso's chicken is
First of all, don't you act like that y'all don't see motherfucking King Hoy eye, one down here, one that is that Photoshop?
No.
That's that bitch eye.
That bitch crazy.
She don't know the difference.
But I'm gonna
between
tell you something, bitch. Them eyebrows is done.
They done, but bitch, let me tell you something. She don't know the difference between a pigeon and a chicken. She can't hardly see that shit. You don't see that?
Let us see the video. Oh God. Let
us roll that bean footage. Bitch, now you know goddamn well that lady been doing
now
this.
hold on now. For me, the evidence is circumstantial. Because I need to see the video of her taking these birds back to the restaurant. How we didn't know she took them back home and put them in this?
She is the owner of the restaurant.
Okay, but that don't mean she can't have pet birds and parakeets.
They found them birds, beaks, and feathers in there on the floor, Crunch.
Show me that part.
They don't got it, but I believe
we have to. Hold on, girl. That's we finna have to dismiss this case.
No, she not getting dismissed. You see that bitch eye here and eye up here, bitch?
We finna have to dismiss this case.
She ain't getting dismissed. Her eye down here, one eye down here, another eye.
We're gonna have to reduce this charge.
To what?
To kidnapping.
Listen, every black motherfucking person in here done had some pigeon and rice, whether you know it or not.
No, I had a pigeon pea.
Yeah, you had pigeon peas and pigeon and rice. Covered in hot and spicy sauce, bitch. Don't act like that.
So what is we
with
charging this
edamame?
lady on?
Who?
What is we charging this lady on?
We letting her go, cause bitch, we all eat that shit. All right, what's going on here, bitch? That we got up here? Let's see what is this beef footage that we got up here?
No kicking, y'all. No kicking.
They just turned
Go kick it. You want to kick? How you feel? You kick it in your stomach. I'm gonna kick you in your fucking nuts.
Pussy asshole, I fuck you up. Pussy asshole, I fuck you up, bitch. Who? Wait a minute. Put that shit on with no sound. Who is it? Did she kick that little boy?
She did.
And who was the black man?
That one his daddy.
Oh, that one his daddy?
She was trying to separate the kids, and then mama was picking on my girl.
But she kicked that little boy like that?
She got ass whooped. Yeah.
That nigga, you ain't fight with me?
Send her to an ass whooping. Come on.
That nigga, you ain't gonna fight this hoe with me, that nigga? Come on now. Bitch, you don't put no feet on no children.
Unless he kick your child.
We gonna sentence that hoe. We gonna sentence that bitch. We gonna line that hoe up. Everybody in this room gonna kick that bitch in her back. We gonna line her. We gonna put her up by the handlebars, and everybody in this room gonna kick that bitch in her back.
Yes, okay. Agreed.
I am so upset in this moment. Because regardless if that black man was his father or just an innocent bystander, if he was to hit that woman back or to hit that child, he would be in jail. Yeah. And the fact that that woman kicked that child with just so much, what's the word I'm looking for? With not even aggression. She kicked that child with so much freedom. She kicked that child with so much non-fear of recourse.
White privilege.
White privilege, that is the best word. She kicked that child just knowing nigga, I'ma kick this nigga baby.
And get away with it.
And ain't a goddamn thing gonna happen if that man hadn't turned around and sucker punched her child. And I'm gonna tell you, here is the deeper thing for me. What was the story that was now told to this young child when he gets home? And this is particularly sensitive for me because I just recently left Mississippi, and my daddy told me a story about when his granddaddy had to beat the shit out of him in front of a bunch of white people to save his life. I saved that story for another time. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about it. White people, something is the fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all don't bump y'all goddamn head in 2018 with the bullshit that y'all goddamn doing. You calling the police on people for no goddamn reason. You picked up your goddamn feet. Let me tell you something. I used to kick my little brother, sister, my cousins. My grandma used to beat me in my neck with a switch. And this is what she said. Feet is made for walking. Feet. Even though I kicked her with 1 foot. My grandma had an 8th grade education. Feet is made for walking. Your feet is made for walking. And it's like, I don't know what to feel because I'm feeling like that man Black Card should have invoked and he should have slapped the shit out that goddamn
He should have hit that bitch
on the flip side of things, then you got this. I don't give a good goddamn. He was black, bitch. That's our brother in Christ. It's a children's fight. You picked up your grown feet, and I'm gonna tell you something. D.L. Hughley said something that was feet. It's made for walking. If you don't take nothing else away from this episode, it's hashtag feet. It's made for walking. Lottie Lewis, my grandma, God rest her soul. But D.L. Hughley said something that stuck with me, and he said that all black people want is to be treated fair. And for you to innately lack the ability to treat black people fair means that by nature you feel they're inferior.
Right.
She would have never kicked that child had he been white.
No, she wouldn't.
She just wouldn't.
But because she was white, that black man ain't came up.
Here's what we need to do. Just like we found Coupon Kandi and Poolside Patty and all the rest of them, I need y'all to find this pilgrim job and get that whole fired from Little House on the Prairie or Oregon Trail or wherever the fuck she working at on this skirt. Okay, I need that whole fire and I need her name. So we're gonna table this case the next week until we get her name. Yes. And I'm gonna subpoena her employer.
And edit it so.
Next case.
Next case. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we almost done. The daughter kills the father. Daughter kills father after discovering his child porn collection. Daughter kills father after discovering his child porn collection. You ready?
Yeah, I just would have dismissed this case.
Free to go.
And thank you. With a certificate from the
county, the city, and the state. Right. And you get free housing and free lights for the rest of your life. All right. There we go. Rats are found in the Baltimore market. Girl, what y'all got going on in there? Now listen, I fussed with Baltimore, but where this place at?
I ain't never been.
Girl, that's Lexington Market.
That's what, Craig?
Lexington.
This ain't where the Housewives of Potomac at, is it?
No, that's Baltimore.
Girl, that's what they said.
Let us roll that beat footage.
Just grab him by the neck.
I know.
I'm drunk.
That mother just a nibbling.
That look like Denny.
Okay, so listen, I'm suspending all testimony, and I just strike to immediately condemn.
First of all, we got to shut that whole place down.
Right. Not just they booth. Everybody booth.
Everybody in there. That random.
They don't fuck around and fuck it up for everybody booth. B-O-O-F. Booth. Okay? Them hoes done fucked it up for everybody booth. I sentence everybody in there to go get their Safe certification updated.
Get their OSHA training updated.
I want them hoes to even go get a daycare certificate.
Yeah.
Just because, bitch.
Get the fuck.
And condemned for 90 days until we get a full cleaning and then expected by the health department.
And never open again.
Next case.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to give a congrats to Cardi B for naming her baby, for having her baby girl. I know y'all think that we are here as biased at Cardi B because we support Nicki Minaj here. But we want to give congrats to Cardi B. The baby's name is Culture Kiari
Cephas. So Cephas the last name? Is that Youngblood's last, what's that one name? Offset.
Culture Kiari Cephas.
So, you know, as much as you want your child to get ahead, you just set this child back by birth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already like 10 steps behind. Girl. Not me, girl. Like, here's what I'm gonna need you to do.
The baby's name is Culture.
We gonna call it
Cephas.
I move that we amend the birth certificate to KK Cephas.
KK Cephas.
KK Cephas.
I don't like that. I don't like that last name.
But you can't undo that. You can't do that.
I don't like that because the Cephas part is what's working me because
it's the Culture Kia.
It sounds like pus. Cephas. It sounds like
but
pus.
You can't help. You have to honor your last name. You know. You can't help what that is.
Okay.
So KK Cephas, amend the birth certificate to KK Cephas, and a $75 fine for wasting my time.
All right. There we go. Next case. All right. The next case here is the amputee stabs a tourist. God damn it, what the fuck? In Florida.
Now here's what's sad, Maddie. You might not believe me. This man is so talented. He works on South Beach. I actually seen him about a month ago. He sits on the sidewalks and he draws with his feet, and the tourists put money in a checkers cup.
Okay, where's the rest of his photographs? Is there no more?
Nevertheless,
well, the man doesn't have any arms.
He has no arms, and apparently he stabbed a tourist in Florida, but I moved to dismiss this case because for anybody who just sit back and let somebody with no arms stab them,
you free to go.
You deserve it, bitch. Next case.
All right, now the last thing that we have here on the court ledger is, you know, we always close the show out with one gotta go. Now in this part, I'm gonna give you a piece of paper. Dineva, and you were going to write it down?
Mariah.
Hold on, no, it's not that. It's not about the artist. It's about the song.
Okay. Oh, bitch, it was Mariah, honey.
All right, here we go. Now, here you go. You use your red, you use red or black. Okay, you're going to black. All right, so the songs that are up. Now, these songs these were never one hits. These were the biggest hits, please. These were the biggest hits and stuff like that put us side by side. The song was from Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone. The song from Whitney Houston is I Will Always Love You. The song from Prince is Purple Rain. And the song from Mariah Carey is Vision of Love.
Good night.
We're going to give you guys 10 seconds, well, about 15 seconds. There we go. All right, Dineva, I'm going to reveal mine first, and then we're going to go ahead and then we'll reveal yours. So the song for me that can go and never ever be played again on the radio is...
You Are Not Alone.
What?
Oh, no.
This is the one for me that gotta go. No. Purple rain, purple rain. It gotta go. Listen, I can do this.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. All right, now, Dineva, which one did you choose?
So, my first runner-up was going to be that Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone, because I just don't fuck with that, or Lisa Marie Presley in that video. But then you call something that wears my nerve even more.
What? Hold it to the screen.
Whitney.
What?
Whitney. Are you crazy?
I hate I Will Always Love You.
Oh no.
I hate that song with every fiber of my being.
Oh no.
I just don't like it.
All right. Well, for me, ladies and gentlemen, it was Purple Rain. For Dineva, it was We Are All Entitled to Our Thing. Audience, who was it for you guys?
Mariah.
You mean to tell me y'all would let visions of love go? I had a vision.
Treated me kind.
Sweet destiny.
Carried me through desperation.
And then you came and put big dick in me.
Ooh, I'm in love.
Okay.
Still ever. I can hit that note.
Sorry, niece.
Okay, so for me, our vision of love stays, and I'm not even a huge Mariah fan because Whitney was and always will be the voice.
And a lesbian.
Period. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this has come to the conclusion of our show. We'll be doing the after show, honey.